What is going on, everyone? Hope you are doing great. I am doing a little impromptu live show. Got a new piece of kit. Actually, got a couple new pieces of gear here that I am super excited about. So we're going to be talking about that today. Uh, Talked up these lowered thirds and forgotten to put them on. But anyway, having a lot of fun setting up some new stuff. I haven't had a chance to check it out because we have been doing we've been getting our residency set up here in Puerto Rico and doing our driver's license and all that fun stuff. And that is a wild experience. Basically, I had to find every piece of paper, important piece of paper in my entire life, and be put that all together and take it to the DMV, which is called Sesco here. It was just a wild experience to get stuff like that done here, which is pretty fun. But anyway, I won't go into all those stories. But I get a couple new pieces of gear in here. So I got the Deck Link Quad HDMI recorder. So I'm excited about this. And if you've been watching my live shows or maybe even some of my content, you may have saw like a little bit of flicker going on in my main camera. One time I had a camera drop out and I was using these little cam links. Actually, I've already put them away, or I'd show you. And I've been using those things for years and years. And all of a sudden, I just started having some issues out of them. I mean, they've been a little bit moody all the time, but anyway. So I got a new piece of kit, so I'm gonna be going over that, and then I'm also working on a new 5-day workshop. And when I say working on, the way that I record videos, the way that I get inspired is I already got it complete. So I got most of it. I'll say that. I'll say I'm about 85% complete, and I am recorded. I don't know how many sessions. I think all five. I think recorded all 5 sessions yesterday of that workshop. So I've been thinking about it for a long time, and then I decided I'm going to launch this workshop to talk to the Amazon influencers out there who are just looking to really go from this maybe money method that we hear a lot about these days to actually building a business that is sustainable, that will drive revenue that you control most of. So I'm super excited about all that. And real quick, while I'm thinking about it, I do have little sparkles cam up here. So I did promise a sparkles cam. Let's see if it's still on there. There's the little sparkles. There's the little English bulldog. She has already jumped up on the bed, ruffled it up, made it her own, and she is snoozing. So that is my English bulldog, Sparkles, and she's a hoot. She'll probably get up here in a few minutes and start yapping and telling me like, "Hey, it's time to go pee" or whatever. So I don't know how long I'll be going live, but I want to test out this new device I have. So basically what it is it's this little capture card, and I have a Mac, so then I had to have a chassis to put it in. And this is all recommendations of people in the ECAMM community, and this is a Thunderbolt chassis. So you put this card inside of this box, and then you plug that into your computer, and then you run the software, which is called deck or desktop video setup, and this is all by Black Magic Design. And this is kind of cool. So it has this capture card. So basically I was using 4 of those little HDMI sticks, or 3 of them actually on my current setup, but at times 4 to get 4 cameras in, and they would all start acting funky when you got one too many going into your computer at one time. So this device, this card, will accept 4K video streams. I'm running 1080p 30 frames right now. And if I look at it though, it actually says I'm doing, let's see, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, it actually says I'm doing 1080 60 frames, which I don't know, maybe I have some output settings wrong. I haven't really messed with it too much. I literally took it out of the box, put it together, put the card in, and then I downloaded the desktop video software, and then all of a sudden it didn't show up. And I started like freaking out. I'm like, what is happening? Because this is not a cheap kit. I'll get into that in a second, but it's not a cheap kit. But from all my research, it's an effective one, and it will do what I want it to do, which is bring multiple cameras into ECAMM, and then ECAMM can recognize each one of those slots and split it up into four different sources or video sources, and then I can assign those to different scenes. And so, out of everything out there, this seemed to be the most stable, most reliable. However, when I plugged it in, it wasn't really plug and play, and then all of a sudden I'm like, it won't show up. It won't show up as this. Like, you didn't see this. You just saw a little screen that said there's no device connected or whatever. Or be sure to connect your device. And so anyway, I'm shooting some texts to some friends and shooting some pictures to some friends. And my friend Kirk Nugent and my friend Neil, they both reached out to me and said, "Hey, we think it's these permissions inside of your Mac that you have to go." And it's actually something I've never seen before, but it's actually extension permissions, which I've never really seen that as a problem with anything, but was able to go in there, click a couple buttons, do a couple restarts, the whole thing. If it doesn't work, just restart. And it voila, it came on, did a little software update on the card, and we've been off to the races. And so this is the video quality that it is producing, which I think is, I've always had like an HDMI capture card on here, and I mean, I really can't tell. I'm not like a video file and looking into the. It just looks a little cleaner. I mean, it looks a little cleaner than the Cam Link, so I'm gonna give it that. And then also this camera right here, which I don't know why I'm using I could be using my foot pedal. This camera is wicked clear, like way more better, way more better. Can I say that? Way more awesome, because I'm using HDMI here as to where I was just connecting the Black Magic, or I'm sorry, I'm reading my lower third. I was connecting the camera USB-C. So anyway, I gotta fix this. This is driving me crazy. I got a little spacing issue here. I think there we go. All right, cool. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing. I'm testing this out. I'm saying, hey, does it work? Is it loud? I don't think so. So everyone said, oh, this unit is so loud. We're gonna put it. I know somebody put it in. I don't know if it's this exact unit, but they put it in a different room. And then somebody else said it was like too loud. And they put it under their desk. I don't think this unit's too loud at all. Of course, I have a split unit here in my house, and so that is the loudest thing in here. But Ecamm does have this noise filter. I think it's called, what is it called? It's called their AU sound isolation, and it works pretty good. So I don't hear anything else coming through, the background or whatever. So if you hear some kind of hum, I mean, I don't even hear it, and I'm sitting right here beside of it. However, once again, I have my split unit on. I got my dog snoring, which, by the way, we'll jump over to the Sparkles cam. Has she moved? I don't know. Maybe she's moved like a little bit. And I also have my pocket, my DJI pocket, my Osmo Pocket 3 is locked in on her. So if she does move, we're gonna follow her around and see where she does, see what she's up to. But that is Sparkles. That's my little English bulldog, and I have four cameras now. So I have three Sony ZV-E10s. So I got this one with the 16 millimeter 1.4 Sigma lens. People always ask me these questions. That's why I'm saying what I'm using. And then I have this overhead shot. Now this overhead shot is an 11 millimeter, but it's a 1.8, and it's actually zoomed in quite a bit. I think I just have a digital zoom in Ecamm, because if I didn't, let me see if I can find that camera shot here. It would be, I don't know what I did with it. Anyway, I'll figure it out. It doesn't matter. It would be super wide. You'd see my whole entire desk. And then this shot here is a 15 1.4 Sony lens on a Sony ZV-E10 as well. So yeah, all kinds of fun stuff going on. And somebody asked me the other day, they're like, "Why are you doing multi-cam?" And I record a lot of product demo videos. So for me, the workflow is what matters the most, because and I talk about this in my upcoming 5-day workshop. Is that you can get a lot more done when you just have a dedicated space to sit down and turn on the power button, and now you're ready to go. Even if you're shooting outside of the studio, like B-roll footage, like I'll do a lot of B-roll footage and I'll bring it in and shoot that way as part of my workflow. but I can still start and stop the video right here on my desk, right with my foot pedal, and typically do everything in one take. Okay, let's see. So Laura says, where does this go? I thought I had a spot laid out for these comments. I don't know why it changed. All right, let's see. Laura, how are you? I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. There we go. Maybe that will save that spot there. But yeah, everything's going well. And so if you are interested in my community, you can go to billythorpe.live. So it's just Billy Thorpe Live right there. Just put a dot in between Thorpe and Live, and you can join the Deal Makers community. And we've been having a lot of fun over there. Talking about Amazon and talking about leveraging skill sets to make more money, talking about the associates program, the influencer program. And that is what this new 5 day workshop that I'm working on, it's all about that. It's all about the business model that I've used for 3 years that I've developed. And I have been able to generate thousands, actually, thousands of deals, hundreds of thousands of dollars in revenue for my business, and millions of dollars in revenue for my clients. What is up, Jillian Roberts? What is going on? Good to see you. So, okay, here's the ECAM. So here's the ECAM community manager, and I blame ECAM. ECAM makes me spend so much money. Now I had some glitches with those stream decks, so I watched Doc Rock's video, I watched Neil's video, and now this is what's happening. I got 3 cameras tucked in here, which is really awesome. And then, of course, I have my Osmo Pocket 3 with my little dog Sparkles. Look at her. She's turned and showed you guys that big old tongue. And she's probably like, dude, just stop showing me. Hey, there we go. Auto tracking is working on my dog. So if you're curious, will auto tracking on the Osmo Pocket 3 work on your dog? The answer is yes. We just solved it. The world's problem. Yeah, here we go. LOL, definitely blame Ecamm. Yes, I am blaming Ecamm. And it did take me a little while to set this thing up. There was some like weird permissions or whatever, which I already talked about. So awesome. And speaking of my community, I just jumped in and somebody just shared a screenshot that they got accepted into the Amazon influencer or the Amazon associate program. So this is a good talking point that I'll just share because I'm going to answer questions for my community on a live stream that they're not watching. This is so good. But so anyway, there's 2 different programs. So I mean, Amazon has a lot of programs. They're a big corporation. Obviously, they get a lot of stuff going on. But in the influencer world, they kind of have 2 major ones that we focus on as content creators, and one of those is the Amazon Associates program. Now, most anyone can be a part of this and start to share links on their content. So like YouTube or TikTok or Instagram, and there's all kinds of disclosures you have to make and FTC guidelines and all that fun stuff. So read the rules before you get in the game. It's unbelievable how many people don't read the rules and get in the game, and then they get beat up and wonder why. Wow, why did I get kicked out of the program? I don't understand. I couldn't spam my links to all my uncles. That's crazy. Well, it says it right there in the rule book. Like you're not going to go try to fight in the UFC ring without knowing how to fight. So why are you going to try to start a business and not knowing what the rules are or being a part of a program? So anyway, so you have the affiliate program. Most anyone can be a part of that. And so if you're a content creator and you're creating content and you're making recommendations, if I'm making a recommendation of the DeckLink Quad HDMI recorder, which at this point of using this thing for 20 minutes, I'm making a recommendation. It's not flickering like my cam link was, so I'm pretty excited. But anyway, if I'm making recommendations already, I might as well be making recommendation revenue, is what I call it. Some people call it affiliate marketing. I hate both of those words. So I'm like, I don't care about affiliate, but I hate the word marketing. And I'm just like, I'm not going to call it affiliate marketing. This is recommendation revenue. If I'm recommending that Jill buys this thing, then that is what I'm recommending. So I might as well, if I'm going to push a black magic design product and say this is great, it's awesome, and it solves problems in my business and frees up several ports on my computer and makes everything run faster, then sure. And it doesn't flicker and tick me off and stop working. Jill says my dog is cute. She loves a dog cam. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see what that dog is doing. There we go. She's still sleeping. That's an English bulldog, ladies and gentlemen. You pay a lot of money for these dogs. They take a lot of vet bills to keep them up. I put my vet's kids through college twice already by having this dog. And now look at her. She's just sleeping. she's gonna get up and she's gonna get grumpy. She's gonna want a little snack. She's gonna want to go outside and poop somewhere in the yard, which I don't approve of the place that she poops, and try to get her poop anywhere else. But no, she's gonna poop right there in the yard where I don't want her to poop, and then I'm gonna have to clean it up. So anyway, there you go. There's my dog sticking to it. She's awesome. Oh, Katie Fox, what is up, Katie? All the ECAM crew coming in tonight. Katie, this is this is Doc. This is Doc. This is Neil. This is Kirk. This is the ECAM crew costing me money, actually solving my problems. I'll say they are solving my problems. Where does this camera go? Oh, wait, hold on. Did I almost hit the finish button? No, there we go. It doesn't go anywhere. Anyway, this is my community once again. So I was talking about the Amazon Associates program. So our guy Hank, he just got into the Associates program, so he's going to be able to start sharing content about products and posting those links and potentially getting people to go to Amazon and earn from that. And then right under him is our friend Matt Stagliano, which I met at eCamp's Creator Camp. And he is talking about his 3 videos that he's making to get approved for on-site placement. So he just got approved for the Amazon Influencer Program, and that is the program that I talk about the most, that I love, that's changed my life, that I leverage to work with hundreds of brands and do thousands of deals, and I also help other people, get to their goals and really be able to take their skill set of showing up on camera, of hitting record, of hitting go live, and monetizing that directly with brands by leveraging programs, not relying on them. And as you guessed it, that's what my 5-day workshop is that I'm working on. It says coming soon because I really just had this, desire to create this workshop. And so I shot all 5 videos yesterday, but it's still pretty short because I wanted to keep it manageable. We're all busy. We all have a lot of stuff going on. The influencer program and working with brands is typically a side hustle for most people that I work with. And so I want to make this short, easy, consumable, bite size where you can just grab it and take action immediately after every single session or every single day is what I called it because I didn't really pre-plan. I just hit record and started talking. And then I'm like, wait a second, how am I even going to market this thing? Anyway, so that's me being a big goofball. But anyway, so Matt, getting back over to that's ADHD for you. That's a presenter for you. Okay, so getting back to Matt Stagliano. So Matt, I met him at eCamm's Creator Camp. We talked on the bus early on, and then he came to a session that I hosted after Creator Camp, and I was just introducing people into the Amazon Influencer Program. What does it mean for content creators? What's the opportunity in live selling, shoppable content? And then I was like, here's an action step. Here's the link. Everyone can go apply. So he applies, he gets in, he crushes it. And now we're working on the 3 videos. So the Amazon Influencer Program is different because that's where Amazon gives us access as creators to post content right to Amazon. It lives on product pages, it lives on our storefront, it gets distributed out to like other places when people click watch our video or engage with our content, look at our stuff, and then make a purchase in that same category, then we earn a commission from that. And so that is the basics of the Amazon Influence Program. And then there's a ton of opportunity to leverage that access to do other things with brands and do collaborations and partnerships and all that fun stuff. So anyway, my friend Matt got in and now he has one more task to do. So it's get in, get your storefront, and then you have to have your content approved by Amazon. And so you upload 3 videos and then wait for the approval. And then once you get the approval for what's called on-site placement, then you just go ham and upload all kinds of videos about stuff. And then I coach you into helping you build your storefront, getting it right for what brands want to see, not just what works and not what is permissible by Amazon, but what do brands want to see. And speaking of eCam, so first of all, here's Jill. So she is the eCam community manager over there, and she said we're happy to promote this in the eCam community, baby. Let's go. This is what I'm talking about. Well, when I have it sexy enough to sell to eCam people, I will let you know. Would love to do that, and that would be so awesome. I love your weird vibes. There we go. Good. I'm coming across good. And this is all you have to do is press record and press go live and just be yourself and then find your way. Like just do it enough, and then eventually you'll get over the like little jitters of can I do this? Can I do this? And then people start calling you weird in the chat, and you'll be like, good, that's just who I am. So, but anyway, so that is what I've been working on for the last couple days. So I've been doing that. I've been installing this gear, which is this is the test stream, so it's working. Okay, so it's working, and it looks like it's gonna work. I mean, it's a camera card. It's a capture card with that splits up the four feeds into ECAMM, which is sick. But speaking of ECAMM, so I got distracted again. So Katie and Jill are part of the ECAMM team, and I love the Amazon program for ECAMM users, or really anyone who uses like a multicam setup because he's so fast to create content. It is absolutely ridiculous. Like I've created, I think one year I did like 1,600 paid collaborations, and it was all using Ecamm. It was all pushing buttons. It was going from this shot to this shot to this shot. Actually, this shot's new. Okay, so it was just like this shot and this shot, and then maybe some B-roll footage in there on occasion. But Ecamm makes it so easy. I'm just building a live to drive show essentially, and I'm hitting record and I'm switching cameras. And so for Ecamm users, and really any content creators who have a skill set of showing up on camera, but really for e-cameras because you don't have to edit, you can crush at this program. You can crush at being an Amazon influencer, at making videos, at earning from those videos, and creating content so stinking quick. But not only creating content quickly, but creating quality content quickly, which is what brands are interested in. They want quality content turned around quick, and that is why I love using the software that I use. And now this little get up that I have, the little quad. What is this thing called? The DeckLink Quad HDMI recorder. I don't know. Anyway, so these are all awesome. It makes it smooth, makes it easy. And yes, Jill, this is simple, clean, and perfect. I don't know about perfect. I actually hate this wall right here. This corner of this wall drives me insane. And then if I don't zoom my camera in, there is actually a door frame right about there that also drives me insane. But it doesn't have to be necessarily perfect, but just a good system to create consistency. And this is part of my 5 day workshop, and I was even struggled to say it there because I know a lot of people who create content do it for the creativity first. But I'm telling you, consistency will outwin creativity all stinking day, especially in this live selling business. Okay, so let me just say that shoppable my industry. But anyway, you can still get creative. Okay, you can still get creative. It's still a lot of fun, and there's a lot of good opportunity in there. So yeah, look for that to drop. I'm going to probably give my community some early access opportunity to be a part of that 5 day workshop. It's not going to be live, which is also, I kind of polled my already existing people in the community of like, what do you guys want to see? Do you want to see a live 5 day workshop, or do you want to see a pre-recorded? And they're like, hey, can you do a sort of a hybrid model? And one of the members, Matt, he actually had a really great idea. I'm gonna give him credit for it because I kind of had like a hybrid idea, but then he really had like a better hybrid idea. And I don't know where the question is. Oh yeah, here, let me see what he said. And this is probably what I'm gonna do. So he said a pre-recorded. Oh, here, hold on, let me get fancy. Let me be a real live streamer. So he said a pre-recorded with an optional live open office hours, a type of informal format. Perhaps only 1 or 2 office hour session would be needed, maybe after a day or 2 or 3, and then end after day 5. So I kind of like that. So we will, once I launch this 5 day workshop, we'll kind of I'll probably just release the whole thing just because I know some people are going, hey, you know what? I got a couple hours. I'll binge watch this thing. I'll knock it out, and then I'll show up to the calls ready to ask some questions. So that's going to be the format. So I'm going to just probably drop it all at one time. I still got a few pieces of content to make, just show behind the scenes. And then what this is also going to do for the first, and I don't know what number, probably the first 10 or 15 people who buy it, they're going to get access to my unlimited asynchronous coaching opportunity as well. And they will get probably like maybe maybe 90 days of that for free. So not only will they watch the videos, they'll understand the business, they'll understand the format, but then they'll have the opportunity to have this asynchronous coaching that I do with several people right now as well. So, anyway, I don't know. Jill says it's a great format. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about. What's up, Gabe? Good to see you. I saw you going live the other day. He says, "Oh, fancy is always appreciated." I don't know how fancy I am. Yeah, Jill, we should chat because I don't even know what I'm doing. But people keep asking, they want to be in this asynchronous coaching program, but they really haven't been through the basics. And I've never really put out a fully comprehensive, like, what is the model, what does it do, how does it work. So I want everyone to step one, you got to get that first, and then we can build on the foundation of the basics. So awesome, awesome, awesome. 90 days of Billy sounds like a dream. Honey, get in here and set these people straight. She would probably love 90 days without me. Like, get out of here, dog. Oh man. Yeah, it's definitely chat. Let's definitely chat. I'm here for it. Awesome. Yeah, and if you guys don't know the ECAMM crew, man, they do great. They're actually the whole reason why I'm doing like lower thirds again. Just trying to put, the information here to kind of guide the live audience around because you guys are here, you're giving me your attention, maybe you're watching the replay, and you might just go, what the freak is this guy talking about? Which I haven't really changed any of this, and I've probably changed topics a few times, but I just planned this show probably about 5 minutes before I hit go. So here we are. Hey, Gabe, real quick, Gabe, since you're watching, I just installed one of these bad boys into one of these bad boys for my Mac, and so this is the little Thunderbolt chassis, and then the DeckLink Link quad HDMI recorder. So now I'm hooking in three cameras. It can take four. I think they're 4K 60 frames. I don't know. I don't know if it'll do 120 frames, and I was trying to test 4K, but one of my cameras wouldn't go to 4K, or it kept saying 1080p at 60 frames. And now all three of them say 1080 at 60, but I'm 100% sure I got them at 1080 by 30. So I don't really know. Maybe I got the HDMI output on the Sony ZV-E10s wrong. I'm not sure. Taking notes from Brandon. Yes, Brandon Washington definitely had some sick stuff going on. First of all, he has a really awesome live stream show, and that was part of his show was making sure the lower thirds are here, just very similar to a news channel. Not gonna tell you what news channel, but I may have been inspired by a news channel with this whole entire design. My wife's a graphic designer. I said, "Honey, take this, look at it, make something for me," and she did, and she crushed it. So anyway, that is what this is all about. So Brandon's like, "Look, we do a live show. People jump in late, then they go, 'Hey, what's up, Brandon? What's the topic?'" And so he's like, "I need something there to when they jump in, they can see where we're at in the show." And I was like, oh, duh, that's a great idea. And it makes it a better experience for everyone. So that is pretty cool. Now, obviously, if I were changing subjects a lot, I'd probably change that lower third out and make it do something else. And then one more thing that Brandon Washington had that I loved was this shot right here, which I just switched all this up. So that's why I'm like looking at my stream deck. It's like when you play, I don't know if you play guitar or not, but you always look at your sheet music. If that was always me, because I would never like practice the song. So I'd always be like looking at my phone or something. And people were like, "You got to just get with the music, Bailey. Kind of practice, Bailey." So anyway, that's this shot. So this is the desk shot. So he had this super sick shot where he's showing this light and he was like showing the up close buttons of it. And I'm like, I am stealing that. And so I did, and now I have this shot here, and it's just awesome. So I can, on a live show, show what this is. So this is a Black Magic deck link, and they're awesome. And if anybody's watching on the tubes, you can check out the affiliate link. I did post it, and maybe I post on Facebook too or wherever. Anyway, Oh, what's up, Gabe? Let's see. Just finished painting the studio and setting up the live streaming studio. What kind of content are you going to be live streaming? What are you doing? I know you've been doing a lot. I see. Dang, I'm having FOMO to get one. Yeah, baby. I had to. What is up, Matt Haas? What is going on? Matt, shoot me a text if you want to come on. Come on. I got some guest spots. If anybody wants to come on, shoot me a text or shoot me a message or just tell me or whatever because I have guest spots. I have lots of guest spots. I have lots of different guest spots. Look at this. I have all kinds of guest spots. Well, I got 3 guest spots, so more than 3 is gonna be too many. But yeah, if somebody wants to jump on, let me know. But yeah, Gabe, let me know what kind of content that you are gonna be streaming. I know you and your wife were doing some content not too long ago. You've always been doing content, like, you've been over there on LinkedIn like they pay you to go live or something, which maybe they do. Do you have a paid deal with LinkedIn? Give me all the deets. All right, what else is going on? Doing interviews of local and indie artists. Okay, I love that. I just had this conversation not too well. Actually, a couple things. One, a friend of mine and I, we just we just talked about, or maybe no, I'm sorry, I'm getting so distracted. I'm doing too many things. First thing I want to do is bring up Matt's thing. So it's fun news. My friend Hank Russell just got into the affiliate program at Amazon. Next step is the influencer program, which Matt, you're writing too much stuff. I have to make my text box bigger. So anyway, there you go. We talked about that a little bit earlier, Matt, because I jumped in the group and saw it and was like, woohoo, here we go. So anyway, what was I talking about? I have no clue. I totally lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, the community stuff that you're talking about, Gabe, from doing local interviews and indie artists. So a friend of mine, Sid, and I, about a few years ago, I took this job, or actually I got my real estate license in North Carolina, and I went through that whole process. And when I got into that industry, it was kind of a lot of the same crap. It was kind of like, this is how you promote, and this is how you market, and this is what everybody's doing. And it was like these big conglomerate agencies with hundreds of people in them, and they were just teaching them all to do like the same thing. And I get that. I mean, there is greatness and consistency and systems, and I'm putting together this 5-day workshop and I talk about that to nauseum. It's like find the thing that works and keep doing it over and over and over. But when it came to like real estate, okay, Matt, cool. I don't even know how to bring you on. Do I do interview mode or should I do Zoom? I'm gonna do interview mode. Or is Zoom better? I don't know. I'm gonna send you the. I don't know which one's better. I guess maybe if I was gonna bring on multiple people, let me do Zoom just in case. Maybe I can just do Zoom and get all confused. Okay, now let me share it with you. And so anyway, we're talking about this. I don't want to share my screen. Jeez, I don't know what I'm doing. This is a part of participants. Here we go. I'm gonna get it. I promise. This is gonna be good. Matt gets on here, he's gonna have all kinds of sound effects. Maybe not. He might just be chilling. Okay, cool. So Matt's gonna jump in a second. If anybody else wants to jump in, let me know. What's up, John? John Ong. What is going on, John? Now John has a really great Zoom process. I love that whole process. So if you guys don't know John, follow John. John is a wealth of information. He has the Learners to Learners podcast and live show. I guess a live show. I don't know if it's a podcast technically. And he is doing all kinds of crazy stuff over there and helping people really dial in their audio, especially on the Rodecaster Pro, but Duo Pro, Pro 2. I don't know. He knows them all. He crushes it. And so you guys make sure you follow him and see what he's up to and when his show comes on and all that fun stuff. All right. So anyway, back to my real estate story. And then Matt's coming on, so I'm gonna assign him to something. I've never even done Zoom with ECAMM, so Matt might show up right here on my face. We'll see. All participants receive a message, blah 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 blah.
Progress.
There we go. Oh, hey, here we go. Here's
Hello,
Matt.
hello.
Now I can assign Matt to a camera. I'm pretty sure. Yes, I can. Guest 2, I think is what I named it. Now, here we're going to test this. Voila. Look at that, everybody. This is Matt Haas. And now I'm going to put his name here because I'm a nerd like that.
We're in, baby. Hello, hello. Hi, Billy.
What's up, Matt? How are you?
I'm fabulous.
2 A's and 1 S, right? Did I get that right?
Correct. HAAS.
I was going to say, after I watch your morning show every day, I better not get this wrong.
Don't feel bad. I bought the misspelling of my name as a URL, as a domain. So I have
Oh, that's perfect then. That will work. All right, cool. So anyway, I'm gonna skip my real estate story. Basically, I was just talking about how real estate marketing sucked, and I think people could do a community style podcast and talk about the neighborhood they live in, the community they live in, all the fun things that they do there, and bring on businesses and other people, and have this really interesting community podcast. And then they become their own sponsor of the show. So instead of being like, real estate market's down, you can do 20% down with this mortgage guy and get 3%. It's like that stuff is totally boring. So be innovative. I heard Kirk did a quote today and said the world is full. He said he heard this somewhere and he shared it. He said the world is full of mediocrity and you shouldn't contribute to it or something like that. And I was like, that's pretty good.
that's my personal brand slogan is I avoid mediocrity at all costs.
Because you are
I
the
don't need
fun
it.
haver, dude. You're the ultimate
That's
fun
right,
haver.
baby.
Where's
Let's go.
Squircle at? You got Squircle?
He's always here. Bam.
Ah,
Type Squircle in the chat for your chance to win on Fridays.
Squircle. Yeah. Yeah. So that is Matt Haas's show every morning at 8 ish, 8:15. What time?
A15.
8:15. There we go. I always catch the replay. For some reason, I always watch, I like catch the last minute and then I just watch the entire replay.
There's no wrong way to watch the show, Billy. Whatever it takes.
Well, dude, thanks for jumping on. This is fun. I haven't had a guest on anything in a long time. So
I'm
now
thrilled to be here.
I'm gonna make you the big guest. Oh, look at that fanciness.
Oh, now you can see all of the fun things I put up on the screen like this.
Yes, there we go.
I hope I don't. Oh no. Kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh, see, we got our friend Chrissy in. What is up? Let's go together. Where does that come in at? I did not set this up. Matt, there's a way to pre-place these chats, right?
Yes, there's a placeholder comment that you can enable and tinker with it and size it and
Oh,
put it
okay.
where it's supposed to be. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do that. Oh, have you seen my dog? Here's my dog. There's
Oh,
Sparkles. It's
scrunchy face.
little scrunchy. Yeah. It's funny because English
Oh,
bulldogs, you like want to grab them and just squeeze them, but the Irish do not like that. Neither one of them.
oh my goodness.
I don't know why. But anyway, so what have you been up to this week, Matt? What is your fun? Oh, I've been showing everybody this. You've probably seen it. I sent you a picture. This thing is sick. So far, no flickering.
Yeah,
So
that's quite an investment you made there. Me,
yeah,
I've
it's
been
not cheap.
playing with AI, improving my branding for the Wizard of Haas. I used some of Jeff C's techniques and
Ooh.
ripped off MGM and totally stole their intellectual property. Please don't sue me.
Well, until you said that, I was gonna go like, "Oh, can we see a little teaser?" But I don't know if I want to get sued. Actually, bring it on. I'm now officially a resident of Puerto Rico. I officially got my driver's license changed today. And at one moment I thought, you know what? I'm going to have to go get my kid and I'm going to have to trade him in for this driver's license. That's how much information they were needing from us. So, anyway,
Wow. I'm glad that's over with. Is it
yes.
over? Do you have it?
It's over. Yeah, I have it. I don't know where it's at, but it's in this
Okay.
house in my wallet somewhere, which I'll never use it. I mean, I don't ever use my ID for anything. Maybe to fly. That's it. So, anyway.
I'm glad that's done.
Yeah. It's out of here. It's out of here. All right, Matt. So you've been using your camera. You've been using this desk cam a lot.
Yes, yes. And I'm using the camera I won at Creator Camp. I saw Jill in the audience. Hi, Jill. I I have an extra $20 Creator Camp. Can I add this to my account, please? No cash value.
Oh, let's see who it is. Billy Thorpe and Matt Haas. Let's go. What's up, Paul? I need to figure out these
There's
comments.
Paul. Hey.
I did not think about comments when I was thinking about everything else. Anyway.
No, but I love that camera angle. It's super nice. Now I have two ways to get close up on an item: the overhead, because it can zoom up on something, and
Oh
straight
yeah.
ahead. Yeah. And I tweaked the color, and now it looks much better. Straight out of the camera, it was a little muted, but a couple sliders, a little tweak, and now it's like perfect.
Dude, that's what I love
Love it.
about ECAMM. And all that stuff is, well, I say new, but when I started with ECAMM, you had to like bring in, like if we wanted this scene, we'd have to bring in all the elements and do it. Now I think I built all this stuff inside of ECAMM. So, I mean, except for the
Yeah,
lower third stuff, I didn't. But
I remember the days of analog soundboards and Skype across the country and Mix Minus. That's where I learned how to use Mix Minus to make it all. Yeah, there was come a long way. Thank you, Ken and Glenn, for making an awesome product.
oh, dude, I think I'm on the beta version. Yeah, I'm on beta right now, and
Oh,
so
I'm never off beta. I
yeah,
That's
me.
all I
I
rock.
tried
It's
to
the
stay
beta.
in there, and so today I click on it, and it goes boop. There's an update, and I'm like, yeah, yeah. And then I read the update, and I'm like, dang it. There was like an
Getting
active
excited.
speaker thing. I think that was maybe I don't know if that's new or not, but anyway, it's funny. Let's see who's it says. Matt guilted me into using his link for Ecamm. Good. I'm glad. Uh,
Yeah, yeah, Miss Jill. I was talking up Ecam, and
let's
I
go.
think we have a nibble. If it goes through, it will be my first affiliate use of the Ecam affiliate program. So I'll be on the board with one
That's what I'm
sale.
talking about, man. I bet you. Well, I don't know this to be fact. John would have to correct me. But John and I and the guy that owns Pinnacle, Charles, we've all been a part of Clubhouse for a really long time. And that's where we all met. And man, I talked about Ecamm. I can still do if I'm ever on there to nauseum. I mean, I just tell everyone and anyone about it. And then I always make the joke like no one ever clicks on my link. And people actually told me that. Like, oh yeah, I bought Ecamm. I'm like, cool. Did you click my link? They're like, no, dude, I forgot. And I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
whatever. But I don't care because I just love it so much, Now, if
I
I was
know.
hustling these sunglasses over here and nobody's clicking the link, then I'd be mad because I don't really care for these. Actually, you know what? I do like these.
They're nice. They're
Yeah,
nice.
they'll fit right over your glasses. That's what they're for.
Well, when you have huge glasses like mine, it's a bit of a challenge.
They probably don't work. What is your favorite? I didn't set up my screen for favorite product of the week, but do you have a favorite product of the week
Oh,
that you like
yeah.
gotten from Amazon?
I I I got a, let's see. There is a body cam that I got. I want to check out,
Yeah, those are fun.
and I got those night glasses with the blue blockers. I got a pair of scissors that are industrial, made to last forever scissors. You can cut right through the plastic blister packs and cut through chicken bones and things like that.
Okay.
And
Okay.
oddly enough, Billy, I bought an American made industrial pair of scissors before this product even came through on my desk. And it should be arriving at the end of the month. And I'm going to just on my own, just compare the two
Just gonna have a
because,
scissor off, like, let's go, let's see who can cut them up. You know what that reminds me of is, dude, one of my first jobs ever was one of those. I guess it was multi-level marketing. I'm not really sure, but anyway, I had a friend of mine. He's like, "Man, you gotta come and work with us and sell this product." And it was a company called Costco, or not Costco. It was called what is the? Oh no, it's my favorite knife ever. What was it called? Oh my gosh, it's not Costco.
Leatherman,
No, let's see, famous MLM kitchen knives. I know it's gonna pull right up.
the
And
Ginsu knife.
these things were
Were they guaranteed not to rust, bust, collect dust, wrinkle, crack, or peel? All yours for 1999.
they're not 1999. If they were 1999, I would buy all of them right now. What are these things called? I have one. I
Nin-
still have a spreader in my Cutco. Yeah, not Costco. Cutco for the win. And I love, dude, they had a pair of scissors that would just chop a penny right in half. I lost more money showing those scissors than I ever made off of them, but they were amazing. And I still have one of the spatulas is what they call it. That thing is worth like $120 if you buy it brand new. And I if I br- I dude, I've traveled with it. I've taken this thing everywhere. It's like my prized possession. But when you join the company, part of the thing is you buy a kit. So you kind of buy this really highly discounted kit. It comes with one or two items of, each thing. And then you get to go around and you show your grandma how this knife cuts the leather and in pennies and all this stuff. And then you go, "Hey, grandma, if you really like this demo, can you give me the number of three other people that you think I could call? And I could go in their kitchen and show them my demo, grandma." And she goes, "Oh, sweetie, yeah." And then she writes down three names, and then you call and you set up appointments and you go in people's houses and do demos. And man, I did this was like my first job ever. Yeah, they are amazing. Yeah, they are. Look at this. They are amazing. I told my wife, I'm like, if we ever just like want to spend money on cutlery, we are going there.
I'm a big fan of the buy it for life movement. I have a few items that are buy it for life, and those scissors that I purchased from the American company, I think are going to be the staple. This watch is rugged and recharges by the sun. Buy it for life, and I have
Now,
just a few other items. It's fun. It's
do
a fun
you
thing to get into.
um do you like have an assignment for those scissors? Like for instance, like my wife has like 40 pair of scissors, and every one of them is like, these are for fabric, these are for the kitchen, these are for paper, these are for
Yeah.
cardboard. I'm like, and I just grab them, I'm cutting anything. She's like yelling at me, like, "Stop, that's for
No, no.
paper."
I tend to get the 3 pack at Costco and put one in the cutting block in the kitchen until it gets completely hosed up, and I swap it out with the new one, just the cheapo. So like you get three for $12 or something like that.
Yeah.
That's kind of how we do it. Now the box opener, I like the Milwaukee Switchback. I don't have that here, but it's a little flip out
Mm-hmm.
carpet cutter, like box cutter type thing.
Just get the razor
And
blade removable. You can pop it
yeah,
off
it's
and
like
throw
the
it in.
removable
Yeah.
double-sided razor blade that goes in like the carpet cutter, box cutter type things. But it's made by Milwaukee, and you snap it out like a badass. It's like a switchblade almost. And then the other end has this other swing out arm, and it has a Phillips and straight head swappable screwdriver, and you can use it as a pry bar. And it's got a bottle cap opener and little blade storage. It's the most perfect box cutter, and I keep losing them, and I keep buying more Milwaukee switchbacks, and then I find the one I lost, so I have a little basket full of Milwaukee switchbacks or fastbacks is what they're called. Love
See,
them.
Matt, this is why the Amazon influencer program was like made for guys like you and I. Like, even before I ever knew anything about selling online or shoppable content or probably even e-commerce, really, I just loved products. I've always like custom stuff. Like this hat, actually, this was one of my first sponsors I talked about for my podcast. But like hats like this, I love. I love those little stupid crap that you get at festivals and conferences. Like,
Swag
I
things,
love
yeah.
all that stuff, dude. Like, I live for that. And I don't wear as much of it because on camera, just because I try to keep it simple for Amazon. But yeah, dude, I love all that stuff.
See, look, I made my own with a laser engraver. You can put your own words on there.
So you took a
Of course,
pencil
it's
and made?
focusing
Did
on
you
me.
make that pencil too?
Thankfully, no. And then this stack of pencils over here, I put naughty phrases on them instead of a PG-13 phrases. Like some that I could say on the stream. It says like, "How about no?"
How
Little
about
things like.
no? That's so funny. Yeah, that's fun. So are you doing more streams, less streams? You've been changing up your show quite a bit. Been brainstorming
I
since Creator
I've
Camp, or
I'm still doing the 5 days a week morning show. I'm appearing on people's streams. I will be starting a new podcast with one of the Creator Camp guests. Yeah, yeah,
I muted myself and I was saying, yeah, I remember. I remember
yeah.
at Creator Camp,
Dina and I are going to now.
Dina.
The plan is we're going to co-host a handful of shows, and then I'm going to step away, and she's going to run with the show, and it will be the topic will be the voiceover industry because she's a voiceover artist.
Oh,
And
gotcha. So you're just kind of helping her co-pilot the launch.
yes, and the
That's cool.
concept is I know a little bit about the industry. I have a friend who's a voiceover artist, but I don't know that much. So I'm going to be the one asking questions, and she's going to be the one answering me. And it's going to be entertaining when I learn something new or I confirm something is the way I thought it was. I think it would be a good back and forth, I think. And
Yeah.
then as the show progresses, I'm going to kind of pull back, and she's going to run with her podcast. So we're planning that. Yes.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Yeah.
awesome,
Dina and
dude.
Matt, baby, let's do it.
Yeah, you
Oh,
know
so I'll
what?
be doing that. Um,
Oh, go ahead.
yeah, and I don't watch a lot of broadcast television or streaming channels. I watch YouTubers as they have their shows because the tech show is on Wednesday and Tech Troublemaker is on Tuesday. So I'll have like a rotation of shows that I watch in the evening. Just
So you know
yeah.
what? Somebody it'd be interesting. I guess ECAMM kind of does this. They like put out their productions each week in an email, what's coming down the pipeline. But it would be really neat if there was someone who, and I think Gabe that was here earlier. I don't know if he's still here, but like put together like some kind of directory or. Like you just go to that one channel on cable TV and you just like watch and see what's coming on. Because I always like want to watch people's live shows because I just enjoy watching like live. It's
Yeah.
really fun getting in the chat, but I always miss everyone's live stuff.
I hear you, Billy. That's a hard thing to do. In the woodworking community, we tried to do that, put together a schedule because Carl would be his wood turning show on Monday. And then my show was also on Monday. And then at a different time slot. And then so we tried it, but then people's situation changes and it was hard to keep it
Yeah,
accurate. And, but you're right.
yeah.
It would be nice. Would be nice.
It's interesting. Maybe AI will do that for us. Maybe we won't have to think about it.
Yeah. I do all my future shows are on matthaas.com, and also all my shows I've done are on matthaas.com. You can look at what's scheduled, and I've recreated YouTube over on my website. It's completely redundant and unnecessary, but I'm a freak
I don't
and
think I
I
have a
do
good
it
scene
anyway.
for this, but let's go over to it. There we go. Let me see if I
Oh
can.
dear Lord. Yeah. So
Let me.
if you go under future live shows, which is the one of the second one on the nav over there on the right hand chunk of
Oh my
links,
gosh. I Steam. Here
that's
we go.
that's the scheduled shows. Or you
Oh,
can do the
future
fire
live
hose.
shows. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So these are what I haven't streamed yet.
Oh, this is a great
Well, and
idea.
today's show. I did put the graphic for tomorrow's show. You could see the Wizard of Oz characters.
Oh, yeah, that's funny.
But if you go to Fire Hose, that's every video. I've or live stream I've done or guest appeared on. And so you
Oh,
can see
okay.
some of my shoppable videos, and the green ones are my morning show. And if you click the show more at the bottom, it'll load 50 more, and it
Oh,
just goes
gotcha.
on
That's
forever.
awesome.
Yeah. And
Oh
I
yeah,
do
hey, look at
a
that guy. Look at Bobby Las Vegas. He's so cool.
yeah, yeah, I mentioned Bobby Las Vegas. You should meet him, Billy. You never seem to be in the room when he's around.
Dude, I can never catch him. I hear so much about him. Actually,
There's DJ Strick Show. I was on Strick Show with you, so that was the see
yeah.
his catalog there, the blue
And
one.
and you're just pulling these links and then YouTube is automatically putting the thumbnails, or you preloading, or you personally like
Well,
manually
I
loading it?
already have the metadata at hand, so I just put in the title and the link to YouTube, and I already have my thumbnail, so I just on my computer, so I just populate 4 fields, and boom, there it goes. You know,
So awesome. Now, have you started doing collaborations with other YouTubers since that's like a kind of a new up and coming thing? I guess. I guess it's a thing now.
I
So
I've done a few collaborations in the woodworking space, and I've a guest on people's show. I consider that a collaboration. Dina and I are starting a show. That's a collaboration. Oh,
nice.
are you talking the
I'm
collaboration
talking about the
feature?
feature. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, no, no, I haven't done that yet.
I just started doing it between my two channels just to
Yeah,
see what I
that's
just to see
clever.
what it is, and then I sold a collaboration spot, which is pretty fun. So that was the first idea I had, as I always do, like how can I monetize collaborations? so, uh, so that was kind of fun. But yeah, we'll see,
Anything to add another upsell line item,
dude.
baby.
Whatever,
Thank you,
baby.
Google
Upsell.
engineers,
Uh,
for launching this new upsell line item for us.
yeah, yeah,
I think
exactly.
they had you in mind when they built it.
Yeah, exactly. They were thinking like, "Oh, there's some guy out there who's gonna just try to make $15. Good for him. You make this guy rich." Oh man, yeah. I get a few more subscribers, but I just started this new Billy Thorpe Live channel. Just in when I say start, I'm like, oh, I probably should just have my own name on a channel versus something else, and something where I can just post more direct content just about what I personally like doing, which is small business stuff and primarily Amazon and videos and all that. So I have not seen an uptick in stuff, but I'm not really sure what this channel is doing. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. There's my ADHD kicking in. Full tilt ahead, Matt.
I know, baby. Let's go. Um, I have some B-roll shot of some of my products, and I was gonna get in the studio and bang out a couple of videos, but I've been working my butt off, man. Let me tell you, this has been a strange week because Tuesday everything went right, and I was just knocking that out of the park. Every vertical I'm in, I've just been firing all cylinders. And today, 2 systems blew up on my full-time job, and I'm running around trying to figure out what happened. I'm just like, I can't I just have a win and then just like a smooth sailing? I don't know. It's funny, but yeah, I did do the nighttime driving with the glasses. I captured that. I did the daytime driving with the glasses, and I have that B-roll
Oh,
just
nice.
ready to go.
Yeah, man, it is always interesting. I was talking to a friend of mine about this, and he's a graphic designer. My wife is a graphic designer, and then he also like develops websites, and we were kind of talking about like that ebb and flow of just like business, and finally like we kind of got down to it, and I was like, look, dude, this is just a lifestyle. Like it's fortunate or unfortunate, but I have been an entrepreneur since 2013, in every little business I've done, no matter how successful or unsuccessful it's been, it's always like a freaking roller coaster. Doesn't really matter. And I'm like, some days I'm like, I am the man and this is amazing. And then other days I'm like, this would be easier if my house just burnt down. So it's been pretty wild. Um, but yeah, and then having a job, having like a full time, career, and then doing these little side hustles, like that's pretty wild too. So that probably just adds, even more fun to the party.
Yeah. Oh, and it looks like that piano book product is going to come through. I just to recap the audience here, someone reached out and they wanted me to do a video about a book, and they said alls I can pay you is this amount, and it was 4 times higher than any amount I've ever received. And I was just like, yeah, that'll work.
You know what? I don't know. I'll think about it. Can you add a zero? You know, I'm used to doing more zeros. I'm not comfortable with just that amount of zeros. I need just one more.
I did send them a photo of my sick piano here, which is
Was
you
that
know,
a Fiverr gig? Was that a Fiverr lead?
absolutely not.
No.
That piano costs more than some people's cars. It's
What
an
is it?
insane piece. It's the Nord Piano 5.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a stage piano
Wow.
meant to be. I I sold my old Yamaha to someone and I put the Yamaha digital piano on the Nord 5 box just to get it off the ground. And she's like, "Oh, I love those pianos." And she said one of her other performer friends plays 4 gigs a week, 3 hours a gig every week all year long, and he's been banging away at that Nord Piano 5 and it hasn't given him one lick of trouble. It's exactly the way
Wow.
it was when he pulled it out of the box. Like, it
Wow.
is bulletproof. Yeah.
Yeah, my wife has been wanting one of those. I mean, it would be cool to have, like, if we did anything with it, not just sitting in our house, but or if we get a sweet deal on it. Or maybe Nord will send it to me and I'll make an Amazon video about it. Here's
Yeah.
Twinkle Twinkle Little Star on a $5,000 piano or whatever.
Yeah. Or you can go to Sweden. That's where they make the Nord piano. They make it in Sweden.
Oh, okay.
So,
Nice. Yeah, they make good stuff.
yeah.
Sweets.
They make good vodka too, because the Absolute Vodka Company is in Sweden.
Oh, I
Um,
don't need no vodka, baby. We get the rum. We get the Bacardi right here in Puerto Rico. We don't need no
all right,
we don't
let's
need no
go.
vodka. We just got the rum, baby. Actually, I don't even drink. I don't even drink. Too bad. I mean, maybe a little bit here and there, but just at Creator Camp's karaoke parties, I'll have a little sip. But that wasn't it. Dude, I was
Little
too hot.
social lubricant.
A little social lubricant. Dude, I was too hot after being Bobby Las Vegas for 5 minutes. I was just too hot. It was like insane. Dude, man, I had a nightmare. Actually, I had a dream. I woke up and I was really bothered by it because I was talking to Katie in my dream and we were like debriefing Creator Camp. And she said, Bobby Las Vegas, we got some complaints. And I'm like, oh no. And she's like, somebody said he was so annoying that they left the party early. Dude, I woke up. I just felt so horrible when I woke up. I'm like, oh God, I hope that's not true. But then I thought, well, if that is true, then that's even funnier. So, old Bob running people
You're
out
a
of the
liar.
karaoke party. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Where's my sound effects? You sent me that meme website, or I watched one of your shows and it had it on there. And
Yeah.
my son and I were just chasing each other around the house, firing off fart sounds. It was so fun.
They
Oh,
got so many. You just get lost with how many they are.
yeah, I'm gonna actually see if I can find one. So what we're talking about is this meme soundboard that I don't know where it's at. Here we go. Yeah, that Matt introduced me to via his show. I was if
Don't
my
click the copyrighted stuff.
oh, I didn't know there was copyrighted stuff on here. I wouldn't even know what that is.
I don't know. Well, YouTube is pretty relaxed now. If it's a short
Oh, they
snippet,
don't care about my channel. They'd be like, "Pfft, we don't care.
it's all algorithm, brother. Doesn't
Oh,
matter how big or small.
oh, it doesn't matter.
I got Peter Griffin. How about new?
How about nerve?
Stop it. Stop it.
Wait,
I
if
draw
you
the line. I could take anything but that.
Oh my gosh. So if you double tap it, will it turn it off? I don't know how it works.
Yeah, I think if you single click it one more time, it stuff shuts up.
Oh, okay, okay, gotcha. This is funny. Yeah, anyway, this is now saved at the top of my browser in this little folder so I can get to it as quick as I can.
Yeah, I hit the
Super.
Snoop Dogg one on that show, and then he started dropping the F bombs. I was like, oh boy.
Oh man. Yeah, these are
See now,
fun.
hey, listen, as a exercise on your to-do list, you can do the multi actions from the Stream Deck, and then you can put images along with the sounds, like I'm doing with here. See, look,
Yeah.
little guy pops up, and then Doctor Evil.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that's funny. So you pull the guy up and then pull the sound up. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. Oh, here's a double. This is two images. Watch closely. One, two.
I've seen that on your live show. That is so fun, dude. You know what? Only thing I've used multi-action for is to open up all the web tabs I use every day. I just push the one button. It opens up my CRM and email and Facebook and all these other places. Amazon. Speaking of Amazon, I'm gonna go see how much money I made.
Well, if you go into those buttons, you can download the MP4, and then you put the MP or I'm sorry, the M4A, the audio file. And then
Oh
you just put the
yeah.
M4A into ECAMM, and then you use the Stream Deck to hit your ECAMM.
Oh yeah. Let's see if I done that. No, I've just added the song that I. Oh, maybe some laughing sounds. I'm gonna add. I'm gonna fill this thing full.
Yeah, I think instead of hitting the button, I think if you click the title, it'll open to its own page, and there'll be a download link, and then it'll download the WAV file or the M4A file, and then you just put that into Ecamm in the sound effects, and then the Stream Deck touches the sound effect. That's how you do it.
Oh, okay.
Go easy on yourself. No, don't use the website to use those sounds. And then what I do is in this is kind of crazy. Um, Elgato Stream Deck has a volume slider, and you can normalize all of the volumes of all of your sounds. So one isn't like crazy loud or crazy soft. Like I even go to that
Oh,
level
wait. So
with it.
so Stream Deck has that like a dude. Ecamm should have that. That'd be sick.
Well, Ecamm does have it, but the Stream Deck plays the native M4A file. The Stream
Oh,
Deck kind of
gotcha.
ignores, I think, the volume slider that you have in Ecamm. So the Stream Deck does have its own volume slider, and I tried really hard to normalize them so none blows
Yeah.
out your ear
I
and none are
wonder if
hard to
there's
hear.
like an hey Ecamm, after you get the horizontal vertical side by side done, let's talk about there is a there used to be what is it called? Man, I'm losing the names of all these softwares. But I used to use a software when I did podcasting where I dump in the audio and it would kind of equalize everything. And it was free
Yeah.
too. It's like I can't remember what it was, but that would be kind
Well,
of interesting to.
yeah, the Rodecaster has that type of stuff, but that's mostly for XLR inputs, I think.
Look at that dog.
Look at him.
That's a
At least
her.
he's peacefully sleep.
She's a princess. Okay, Matt, get it
Oh.
right.
And you said her name was Sparkles?
Sparkles. So my son, when he was 4 years old, named both of our dogs. So she is Sparkles, and our other dog's name is Tot. Tot. Whatever.
Like
That's
it
what.
like the
What?
tater tots that are all over New Hampshire.
Dude, dude, they had so many flippin' tater tots. Everything in New Hampshire was like, "You want some tater tots?" Yeah, or actually, it's
Oh,
just like, "What do you want with your tater tots? Like a burger?" Like I
oh, you
guess
don't have a choice. You're getting tater
you're
tots
getting
with.
tater tots no matter what. I was like, that was the first thing I noticed. I'm like, wow, every time I order food here, it just comes with a side of tater tots. And then I'm sure they had some amazing ones, but I'm doing keto, so I didn't even look beyond just steak tips or whatever I was eating the whole week. Oh man. Too fun. All right,
It's hard.
ECAMM.
It's hard being on the low carb, brother.
Oh, dude, it's brutal. I feel
I
good
call it
though. I feel better.
I call it dirty keto. I'm on dirty keto because I cheat a lot.
Well, that's fine. What do you try to do? You try to stay under a certain amount of carbs per day, or you're just like
I just back off bread, back off potatoes, and we
the two best
you
things
know
on planet Earth: bread and
well
potatoes.
you'd be surprised how well your body loves that environment. It just yeah. Because when you eat those carbs, like you're hungry an hour later, But if you eat steak or other things, you tend not to get hungry as fast because
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, I can easily go 17 hours without eating when I'm on keto. Just because I'm like, well, yeah, probably like 15, 16 hours, probably comfortably. Um, and then, and then at that time, I don't even really get hungry. I just get like little wonky in my brain, and I'm like, oh, okay, I need some fat. I need some food. And
You know
then,
what's a good snack on keto is dark chocolate covered almonds
oh yeah, yeah, we
because
tear up some
almonds have
lilies.
zero carbs and
Yeah,
dark chocolate is, I think, also
yeah, it's pretty
hardly any
low.
carbs.
Any of that dark chocolate stuff. Yeah, we do like this brand called Lilies, I think. So, but some of that alternate sugar stuff, some of it wrecks my gut. I have to be real careful.
No,
It
I don't
messes
touch
me
any of
up.
that chemical garbage. I'm real sugar, real butter, whole milk. Like, come on. I don't
Yeah.
that's the way the grandparents did it, and they lived till they were old as dirt. So,
Oh,
you know.
Grammy, she lived forever. But yeah, now everybody has all kinds of chemicals, and I mean, anyway, I won't get into it, but yeah, it's a huge problem,
Yeah.
and hopefully these companies get held accountable and change it. But oh man, well, Matt, this has been fun. I just looked at my Amazon numbers; they're looking pretty solid. They're looking solid. I'm liking it.
I'm getting some good products coming down the pike. I'm getting a $200 shop vac with remote control. I I refuse all the drones, but I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do my first drone video, so I have a nice drone coming.
Yeah,
And
it's probably the one that I couldn't get because they couldn't ship it here. That is
uh,
happening more and more, and I'm getting more sad and sad. I'm
well,
gonna,
I told myself if I ever want to make my flash mob video of people dancing to the Good Morning Haas theme song, I'm gonna want a 35-foot camera, and so maybe this drone could fill that. So maybe it'll
yeah.
nudge me to make it
May-
happen.
Maybe it could just be an additional camera to your morning show. So you start outside and then you just fly it through your window, and then just lands. Good morning, us. Just and you like dodge it and then just smacks behind you on the wall. And they're like, oh God. And then you just get a new drone tomorrow. And you're like, hey, I'll feature your drone one shot every day on my live show.
I'll change the lyrics to be "Good morning, head trauma."
Dude, I have so much trouble with those drones. I mean, and it's not because the drone is bad, it's because I don't know what I'm doing. And I have not taken the time to practice. And then normally I get my son who's like, Dad, let me try. And man, I hand it to him and he's like, he's just natural. Like he can keep it going. I grab it and smash it right into the side of the house. No
Don't they
fails.
have AI in it now that makes it real hard to go unstable and real hard to crash?
Yeah, I must turn that off because I crash every time. I almost accidentally hit that button before I hit launch because, dude, I will just send that thing into a tree, send it to the side of the house,
Wow.
almost cut my neighbor's hair with it. I mean, I am a wreck. I'm like reckless driving for sure with the drone. It should be illegal for me to fly one of those things.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, well Matt, I think you should get one of these and use my affiliate link. This thing
Well,
is
I need
crazy
more
expensive
HDMI
though.
cameras. I'm so ruined on these OBSBot cameras, and they're all USB-C. So
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, see, these Sony ZVE 10s, I can run them USB-C as well. But
Yeah,
I
but
think
you don't get as nice a picture.
yeah, they tap out at like 720, which mean I tried to run these at 4K just to test this thing, and I got 2 of them to go 4K at 30, but I could never get the third one to go 4K at 30, so, it's gonna be some settings I'm messed up, but I don't know. Anyway, I don't really record 4K. I mean, I shoot so much content. If I recorded everything in 4K, I would have to just spend half my salary in hard drive space.
Did you hear what Kirk says? He says if he does a, four guest live stream for an hour and he captures the combined ISO and the four standalone cameras, that's five 4K feeds, fills up his whole hard drive.
It's insane. What do you do? Do you shoot 1080 or you shoot 4K? You're
I'm
4K. You
1080. I'm 1080
1080.
everything.
I'm
I
1080
got
30. That's what I do. 1080 30.
I was 1080 60 because people said if you're a streamer you got to be 60. And now I went to 30 and it changed the image quality. It got better at 30.
Yeah.
Well, I shouldn't say there was some flicker, like some television,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
sync, and that got less when it was 4K 30. And I don't do this very much. That's fine. You
And
know,
who cares if you do it?
it's
Looks good.
fine. It's
Yeah.
fine. So
It
yeah,
looks
I'm
good.
I'm 1080 1080 30.
I
So
would be 1080 24 just because I like the cinematic look. Like I love 24, but I
yeah, I'm not that much of a purist.
yeah,
You know.
me neither. I am like I think one time I watched Loria Petrucci do like a walkthrough of the Sony ZV-E10 and I just followed it just to learn the camera. And then I'm like, okay, I don't even know if I changed the settings ever after I watched that video. Cuz
Oh, me too.
I just set these
I
things
look
up
it
and
up
then
every
turn
time.
them on and
Well,
off.
when I got my second ZVE10, I went back and looked at the video. The major thing is you want that insta focus. When you go like this, you want it to bam, focus real quick. Like, watch how fast
Yeah.
my face focuses.
Yeah.
Insta focus. That's the most important setting. Yeah.
That's why I bought Sony. That is the
Yeah.
reason because I was running a full frame Canon EOS RP, and man, that stupid thing, I swear, I would try to hold up a product and then be like, "Wah," and then focus. And I tried it with fast lenses, slow lenses. I borrowed my friend. He has a photography business. I borrowed every lens, and he has like top of the line lenses, and it was still like, "Wah." And I'm like, okay. And then I'm over here watching Doc Rock and all you guys like, oh, and I'm like, okay, that's sick. And then the product showcase mode is pretty good, but I was going to use it on this shot. And I think what happened was it was picking up I mean, which I don't have all this crap on my desk, so it might do better, but I think it was like getting a little bit confused. So I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to, I don't think I have that product shot on. I don't think I have product showcase mode on. So anyway, it works like it works. So it's pretty good. But
That's what it's all
anyhow,
about. What's the final product? What's it look like?
dude,
It's
and
good. It's
that's
good.
that's this 5-day challenge that I'm putting together. Not really 5-day challenge. I mean, you're in my group. You've been in my group for a long time. You've heard me pontificate about all these different things and strategies and structures. And impressed with you guys because with you and Tiffany and Scott and some others, because I have never really just put this all into one package and said, here's the whole thing. Like, I've, because I've never really felt like it was ready until other people had success doing what I was doing. And now that we've gotten some really good results in the group, now I feel like, okay, I have the base structure down to a T. So now I feel confident I can kind of share that structure and just the mindset behind it, the philosophy, but then also like the workflow and the outreach and all these different elements. And then we can build off of that because we get a lot of new people coming in and it's good, they're curious, but I'm like, I'm not doing you a very good service. I need to just boom hit you with a ton of information right in the beginning. You understand the business, you understand the value, and then we build the systems and get you to understanding. So I'm learning though. I started the group for No reason but to answer questions, and here we are.
Yeah.
So
Amazing to see where it comes. I'm glad you did it. I know there was some hesitation on, oh, this might get outdated. You can't think like that. Slap it down, publish, and then
well, man,
tweak
and I
if you
shot
have to.
5 videos yesterday. So, I need to add more because 'cause I'm gonna do some behind the stuff, show some setup stuff and all the, whatever. Show kind of
Mhm.
the ins and outs of some pieces. But what I did was, I love to talk a lot, and so I'm like, well, I'm going to just really give all this information. And then I'm like, wait a second, I don't really operate that way. It doesn't really need all that. It just needs a good foundation. So I kept them probably like 24 to 29 minutes each video. So it's really almost like an hour and a half, 2 hours. So it's really just like a one day, you could do a one session workshop with it technically. But I don't even know why I called it days. You know me, dude. I just hit record because I'm like inspired. And then I thought about it later. I'm like, I probably should just call these sessions or whatever. I'm like, Dave one. We're gonna, so, but I don't care. The content's good. That's all, man. Who cares what we call it? The content's there.
That's right.
And if Matt Haas can make money at it, being my worst best student, then Jesus, anybody can make money.
It's hard not to make money. I'll tell
He
you that
doesn't
much.
even
That's
listen to
one
what
thing
I
I've
say,
learned.
and he still makes money. It's ridiculous. Matt, don't edit. I don't care. I'm editing anyway. Matt, you don't have to do that. I'm gonna do it anyway. Matt, sell all this stuff. No, I'm gonna keep it and sell it
Yeah,
later.
don't make thumbnails. I make the thumbnails. Don't do offsite. I do offsite.
Matt, charge to put on YouTube. Now I'm just gonna do it anyway. But dude, it works, and that's the thing. Like in podcasting, I was told you'll never make money unless you have 10,000 people per episode, watching your show. And I went out and sold a $10,400 sponsorship deal, and these guys still sponsor that podcast to this day. And it's just about taking what you know, taking your skill set, and maybe it's from different industries, and thinking outside the box a little bit. So I love it that people come in and take little bits and pieces and then go, well, because I'm full time at this. So every dollar I make matters the most. It's like I want to upsell every single thing, but Matt Haas doesn't need to. He doesn't need to upsell every single thing. And he's making money other ways off of Amazon or off of YouTube. So I love it, dude. I think it's great. And I don't know if I've ever been like, this is the way. I mean, I do
No,
think it's a,
that's what's attractive
a little
is,
bit.
you know, you give frameworks and flexibility and people fill it in with their expertise. I'm a YouTube expert. I know YouTube 6 ways from Sunday and I'm leaning in on that. You're like, I don't have time for that nonsense. I get it unless they pay you to upload.
And
But it's the you leave it open. Do you have a system? That's what matters. I'm tracking. We're getting into weeds, but I
yeah,
like that it's open. That's
yeah.
good.
Yeah, it's kind of like this will work, and this is why I think this works a little bit better. Whatever. I mean, the only thing I hate is the maybe money aspect of it, and I will push back on
Mhm.
that for the rest of my life. Because I think content creators work hard. I mean, dude, I just spent $1,000 on this to make sure my video doesn't flicker. Like, it probably doesn't matter, especially on Amazon. Like, when my competition, their video is not even stable, you know? But that little detail to me matters a lot because I'm like, this is what's going to sell the next deal is this quality content. So if my video is cutting out, freezing, getting downtime, and that happened to me. Like I got downtime because of those cam links, like 2 hours the other day, and I'm like, that's costing me way too much opportunity here. Like I got to get this crap solved. So yeah, it suck buying $1,000 kit that I really can't do anything with except for plug in cameras. I'm
That's
like,
not the point. The point is
stupid
it's
thing.
stable and predictable.
Yeah,
All I
exactly.
always lean on stable and predictable on all my business partners and gear and software and hardware. Yeah.
You got
Stable
it,
and
man.
predictable.
Well, Matt, thanks for jumping on. You're one of my favorite students, even though you're the best worst one I have. You're awesome. Dude, I gotta get mine out. They're still packed up in storage from when we moved. Yeah, I gotta
Cool,
get
cool,
them.
cool.
All right, Matt. Well, I appreciate you jumping in, and we'll holler at you
Thank you,
later.
Billy.
Everybody, oh wait, tell everybody where they can check out your show in the morning.
Oh,
8:15.
YouTube channel is Awesome Fun Things, 8:15 a.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday. Come check it out. It's a short 15-minute show. We have a lot of fun. And I give away free money on Fridays. It's true. I'm not lying.
I love it. It's the best show on the internet every morning. It's the best live stream at 8:15 on YouTube. I guarantee it. If you don't, Matt will give you more money if you win on the other next Friday. Whatever. I'm, I'm making guarantees and trying to cover our tracks so we don't get sued. All right, Matt. I appreciate you, man. Take it
Billy,
easy.
take care, my
All right.
friend.
See ya.
Yep.
All right, and that is my friend Matt Hawes. You guys go follow him. Go check out his live show. It's super, super, super sick, and it's way more entertaining than what I do. He's got buttons and things flying in and squirrels flying across the screen. It does an amazing job. So appreciate him jumping on. And if you haven't already, jump into the mastermind group is what I've called it forever, but I'm switching that to community. You'll see it scrolling across the bottom here. It's called the Deal Makers. I left an S off community, and you go to billythorpe.live and you can join that for free. And I will just you just answer a few questions and I'll let you in, and then you can check out everything we have going on over there. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you next time. And I think I do have a thank you for watching. Oh yeah, here it is. See you later.